And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another raw talk or chat on the David Hammond Visuals YouTube channel. First and foremost guys, if you're interested in chats like this, do check out the podcast, David Hammond Visuals Podcast, down below where we go much more in detail, much more raw, and of course much longer. So with that said guys, let's jump into today's video. That is, we are speaking of the importance of having mentors in photography and videography, okay? Now let's go back down memory lane for David. I've explained this story a little bit before, but not really in a condensed version like this. For me, myself, one of my biggest mentors was a guy named Josh Kobayashi, okay? This is when I first started getting super serious into photography and videography around, I met him around 3 years ago, and he was the one fundamental person that without a doubt changed my life with this game. And it wasn't even so much necessarily the value or anything he told me tangibly, but it was the belief he had in me, or really the reflection I was able to see. Now let me explain what that means to you guys. The reason I believe you guys as photographers and videographers, it is vital, absolutely vital, to have mentors in your life to really help you, as I now am a mentor to my assistant, is simply because your mentor is able to see things that you as a photographer or videographer cannot yet see. Okay, this is extremely, extremely important. And I can explain this in a myriad of ways. Let's speak of the more technical side. If I don't really fully grasp what aperture is, or this, or the way lighting works, like I literally mean your mentor can see things you can't. If I don't really understand what split lighting is, where highlights are coming here, there's shadows here, the composition with framing, depth, symmetry, things like this, your mentor will be able to spot that and seek that out for you. This in and of itself will shorten the learning curve times 10, okay? This is because they have literally, figuratively and literally trained their eye to see these things that you have not been able to see yet. So for your mentor to be able to point these things out for you will instantly shorten that learning curve without a doubt. The next reason I think it is vital for you to have a mentor is simply because having a mentor to you, really subconsciously, it's a very mental thing. It solidifies that you are on the path to becoming a photographer, videographer. A lot of times you see, we need to have someone that we can look up to or aspire to be like in some way to really have a path carving out for us, okay? As an example, if I didn't have Josh, and really what it was is we went to Iceland together, and in that whole trip of Iceland, I was like, oh, I don't want to say like an annoying kid asking a whole bunch of questions, but I was asking so many questions, okay? Especially that trip. It was essentially photography, videography, almost like workshop trip that we went on, but it was really amazing. Oh, I kind of lost my train of thought here, sorry. I needed to see, like I was saying, I needed to see someone excel in this craft and really be good at this to even fathom or understand that this is possible. This is a possibility. People do this. This is real. This is tangible. You see, the thing about, maybe online mentors or people we see through YouTube videos is sometimes it can create dissonance. It can create, stories in our head where they started this over here. They had the resources. They had this. I'm different. And the reality is you're not. And especially having these tangible mentors, or hopefully even through these videos, people explaining to you that there is no distance, there is no difference, that to yourself signifies that it's real. Like I said, me seeing that Josh was a real guy, real shooting, real skill, it allowed me to know, like, this is real, I can do this, okay? What's the word? I don't it's kind of like that marathon analogy, where I'm going to bash how this was, but like, our human mind needs to see something a lot of times to believe it's possible, okay? So it was like impossible for someone to run like a 4-minute mile or a 5-minute mile or whatever it was, right? For like the longest period of time, no one could do it until one guy did it. All the human eyes were able to see that. And then from that day on, tons of people were able to do it. Okay, that's simply the exact example I'm speaking of, but in a more subtle form. So if you yourself are learning or trying to get into weddings, then having that wedding photographer, videographer mentor, whether that's in YouTube or tangible form, is so vital because that allows you to see like this is real. People do this, etc., etc. I've had many, and I'm talking fast, guys. We have coffee. I've had many mentors, not many, but like I've had quite a few mentors online over YouTube. One of the guys, his name's Zach Kravitz. Okay, and I still keep up to date with this guy now with what he's doing. He, as an example, Flippin', which I'm not going to go too deep into, he allowed me to know that the more minimalistic, clean-cut style of photography and videography, not utilizing a ton of these transitions and wacky color grades, seeing that he, in spite of everyone else doing the crazy color grades, he wasn't, and how beautiful it looked was so significant to me in my life because that showed me literally and figuratively, this is possible. This can look beautiful. People are doing this. They are getting paid. This is real. You're on the right path. This is why mentors are so freaking important in every single way, mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, to see someone do this, okay, this is a massive, massive, massive reason why I started the David Hammond Visuals YouTube channel. Okay, whether you believe it or not, I just wish I had more mentors in that time. Thankfully, I had, Josh and Zach, which were the main two, but I wish information like this was a bit more readily available and you could feel or connect to someone on a very deep level, knowing that, like, essentially, you're not alone. Okay, that's the entire reason I created this channel. It's why I make these videos. It's hopefully why I can be of a resource to you guys who are beginning photographers and or videographers. Okay, I have done this. I've started from scratch with close to no help. Thankfully I had these guys who were able to inspire me, but now it's, pay it forward essentially. Okay, so I'm going to finish it there, guys. I hope that was of resource and value to you. There are mentors out there. Please do find mentors. They're around you. They will pop up into your life, and maximize it, guys. Run it. It's the most beautiful organic relationship you can ever have. Okay, and then eventually you yourself will become a mentor to your assistants or employees or people down the road. It's a cyclical process that continues to repeat. So I will finish it here, guys, with the plug. If you guys are interested, there is the free photo video intro course, which takes one section out of my 6 mega courses. Let me put down the coffee for this. The mega courses are each an hour and a half long. So if you are interested in anything outdoor photography, outdoor videography, commercial work, documentaries, short films, or music videos, this free half-an-hour course takes one section and compiles it into a free course for you guys. So if you're interested, go check it out, like many of you have. If you want to invest in a full course afterwards, extremely affordable by all means. And as always, guys, there is one-on-one photo video coaching. So that's it. If you don't want it, at least you got the free course. And as always, guys, there is the podcast down below where we go much more into depth, much longer. And it's called David Hammond Visuals. So definitely check that out if you like these more raw, laid back chats. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go find mentors, or better yet, they will find you. So rest assured knowing that, like, you're going to be good. And I'm always going to be here for you guys to hopefully be that mentor, and vice versa. You guys teach me a ton too. So that is it. I'm ranting. Thanks, guys. Till next time. Much love. Peace.